Ladies and gents, it's Nikki A with Venting Out Loud podcast. This is a safe space where we will talk about all things real in real life situations. Well, thank y'all for joining Venting Out Loud podcast. And this is episode 1, episode uno. So I really thank y'all for coming. Just real quick, I am Nikki, your host, and I have Frankie to the right of me. We went to college together. We cheered together.
Oh, God.
And I won't go into detail about everybody, but just know if they're here, they're important to me. I got Dion. I went to high school with him, played football, and, he's just a real good stand-up guy. And I got JP. I grew up with him in the church. Ladies, got you a church man. Not saying that nobody else here do church, but, so we're going to get started. So, guys, I don't know if I want to ask y'all the questions first or Frankie, if it should be us answering these questions first.
I mean, ladies are always first.
Ladies are always
I was just about to say that. Why we going to change that now?
No, we should. We should.
No, we shouldn't.
No, we should.
Because everything don't have to be traditional, so I think that we should do y'all first.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't say.
She said it like that. Go ahead.
So, guys, does time really tell all when you're dating someone? Like, if you've been dating someone, we'll say 90 days, do you think that you've learned a lot about that person in 90 days? Or does it really take 6 months or a year or 2 years to really see if time going to tell you everything? Because people can put their resume in front and be this whole different person, and then they change. Like, they not that person no more. Does time tell all? And Frankie, we're going to answer that question too.
I'll start that one off. Okay. I don't think there's a time limit. Everybody's different. So for some people, it may be 6 months. For some people, it may be 2 years. But for you to tell a guy that he has an X amount of time to know if he wants you or not, I think that's false. It's just like you said with the resume. How many people in these days on a resume lie on their resume to get the job?
Correct. That's true.
So in the first 6 months, you could be lying and showing me your false representative to get me to like you. And then I jump in with you and I get a 180.
Okay. Because guys do it to us too. They give us a false representation.
And that's true.
So
that's everybody. It's both ends.
Yeah.
But that's why I say, but you don't hear men talking about, oh, you should know within 6 weeks if you want to be with me or not.
Some guys.
That is true.
But yeah, a real man, I think a masculine man ain't going to do you like that. But a guy that is probably a narcissist or a manipulator, something along those lines, they probably going to rush you. Dion, what you think?
Time means nothing. It's the only thing it just keeps going. Relationally, I don't want to put, I need to know this by this. Because then now I'm putting extra pressure on something that shouldn't have any pressure. I should be allowed to be myself. I should be allowed to let my hair down, conversate with you, spend time with you, and do those things with you without the pressure of knowing that she's giving me 90 days to know if I want to be with you or not.
Okay. So y'all don't think 3 months is too fast?
No.
Because it just depends on the person, right?
It depends on the person, how everything's going.
But if it take a year, do it really take guys over a year to know if they want to be with somebody or not?
Funny thing you say that. I was dating a girl for a year. And she tried to call it off because she said it took me a year. And I was like, why are you rushing? Because in a year time, it's not like I was dating other girls. It's not like I was doing you bad. It wasn't like I was trying to mislead you or anything. I was being me, organically me. But at the same time, I have my own personal issues that I'm dealing with that I just didn't want to bring her into yet. And I told her about it. But it's just like, why are you trying to rush me? I got a lot of things working out. But I can understand if it's a year and I'm still dating other people. And I'm still telling you. But I told her I'm exclusively dating you. So that means there's nobody else in the picture. So you use the word
exclusive. See, that's different. And I have a question about that, but we're going to get to that in a second. Because who?
and I'll tell it because I'll let her. I'm not the type, first of all, I'm not the type who really like to date multiple people. Because I can't genuinely get to know somebody by dating multiple people. And then when you date multiple people, it's like I end up liking something about each one of them.
Yes, and you can't make that one person be all three of them people.
Exactly, and that's what it is. So that's why I like to date one, and then when I come to realization, like, look, I don't see us going further, I'm gonna let you know because I don't got time to waste, and I'm not gonna waste your time because if somebody's out there that wants you, let them get you. I'm not gonna try to hold you up in the market.
Right.
I'm gonna
that
let you
would be
go.
unfair anyway.
Right.
And I'm like that too. I was just telling Dion, we were sitting here talking, and I was saying I can't date more than one guy at one time. Like, it's impossible for me to do it. And he was like, well, people have different definitions of dating, and that's true. But if I like something at Express and I want to get it for you, I want to get it for you. I don't want to be getting it for you. And Dion was like, well, you ain't got to buy it for everybody. But it's still the principle of knowing if I'm going that hard for you right off rip, why do I want to invest and spend my money and my time and my energy with Joe Blow, but I really like you? I might as well put my effort into you.
That is true.
And if it don't work, then that's something I'll have to deal with, and I have to pray about it and just keep pushing if it don't work and just move on. But I know if I gave my all or not. I can't date more than one person because then if I want to start doing stuff and goosing and whatever else, you know what I mean, then, hey, I can't be sexing all these different people.
That is true.
So,
Please don't.
So I agree, but the dynamics of dating is different for every individual. So if I'm out with you, the first thing I'm going to ask you is, what do you consider dating? Because what you consider dating sounds like exclusivity. That's what it
Right off
sounds
the
like.
rip.
Right off the rip.
And that's not fair
And-
either, though.
And that's not fair.
Yeah.
But to me, dating might just look like I'm just getting to know you. We might go out, we might not.
we
We're
may
gonna-
talk every day, we may
talk-
not.
There you
Oh,
because
see, I
the
don't
reality
like
of it
it.
is that
Yeah,
I'm
it sounds like you just friends then.
Yes, I don't.
because dating, that's all you really are.
And you are.
Until you add the exclusive
until you
part.
act exclusive.
Okay.
Yes.
But at the same time, though, from what I've seen and experienced from other relationships, the most best relationships are ones that you became friends first.
That's true, too.
Absolutely.
And so,
I definitely
and I
agree with
guess
that.
just because, I guess, like he said, it's based how you consider dating. Because just because I asked you for your number doesn't mean we're dating.
Exactly.
Just because I'm talking to you on the phone doesn't mean we're dating.
But if you're
Okay.
talking to that same person every day and you're not dating, talking to nobody else, then
We still talking. Dating and talking is two different
Way do
things.
you get to know somebody?
you got to talk to them.
Okay, but that don't mean we dating.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying.
That does
It's
not
the
mean we're dating.
definitions.
But okay,
So when do you say, okay, we're dating?
When I say we're dating is when I really want to spend all my time with you. Whenever I'm free, I want to enjoy your company. I want to come over your house and have dinner. I want you to come over my house and have dinner. I want to make our dates exclusive.
So why is it on you guys?
No, you asking me, so I answered
Okay.
it
I
directly.
just wanted to make sure that it wasn't just, like the men don't have like say so in when
Right.
it's time to say we're dating.
Well, here's the reality. But you want him to lead.
Yeah,
That is
that's
true.
very true.
But you want him to lead. So if he doesn't do that, then you wouldn't
Then
want
we
him.
looking at you crazy.
You wouldn't want him. If I didn't control that narrative, you wouldn't want me.
That is
Yeah,
true.
because I'm going to run over you.
and, ju-
Exactly.
And I don't want
and
that.
just because a guy doesn't ask you in a certain time frame on a date does not mean he's not interested. He's still trying to get to know you.
Frankie, does time tell all?
She didn't heard our answers now, so it's a little different.
She gonna we persuaded her.
I think it does. I mean, it's like it's a two-way street. Like it does, but then it doesn't. I'm with Dion, right? Like, just let me be myself. Let me just, if I wild out, let me wild out. But that's just me. I don't think there should be like a time frame to say, okay, well, we're gonna do this by this time. But in the same sense, don't waste my time.
Yes.
If you feel off rip after knowing me for maybe like a month or 2 months, if you honestly, because I feel as though that you can honestly feel, I want to keep getting to know this
Yes,
person,
you know.
or
This
I
ain't
didn't
gonna
like
work.
what she did, or I didn't like what he did, so I don't think this gonna work.
I agree with that.
So
I do
just
too.
don't waste my time.
But we have this thing like what we like to do, especially us. When I say us, I
Mm-hmm,
mean we tend to give people multiple chances.
Yeah.
If I know, okay, perfect example. I don't like women that smoke.
Okay.
Why would I give a woman a chance that smoke? But we do it anyway.
That is true.
That's very true. I feel you on that 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
but I'm gonna date her anyway, even though I know she smokes. She was honest. She's shown me. She's told me.
But you know why you did it? Because she had a big booty. She had boobs. No, I'm just kidding.
9 out of 10, you're right.
But
though.
some guys,
It might be the
do
case,
that.
or I just might really like her, and I'm just like, at the end of the day, I want to give her a shot. But can I get past this smoking?
Yeah.
No.
And you ain't going to be able
And
to
I'm
get
not.
past. It's already in
Right.
your head.
So what did I do it for in the first place? And women do this a lot.
Yeah.
All the time.
Set
You
yourself
know.
up for failure.
Wait a minute.
No.
We do
No, because
it. It's
and
bad.
I'm not trying to talk bad about women. I will never
Yeah.
talk bad about women. But just from experience, a woman would notice something, know what she won't accept. Like, this is a deal breaker.
You're non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. And will still date a guy based off his physique, based off what she sees and likes and visual, and then has that mindset, I could change him.
That is true.
Absolutely.
We're not trying to be changed here. We're trying to be compatible.
Correct.
That's
a
difference.
good word. Compatible.
Yeah.
So when you're trying to change somebody, if you already trying to change somebody, that's not the person for you.
Yeah, because if you can't accept them unconditional,
Because they're exactly, you got to be able to accept the
But isn't
unconditional.
there supposed to be change in a relationship?
It should
change
happen
for growth.
organically.
I think, but change
Yeah,
for growth is good.
But
like,
it should happen organically, not
Okay.
because it's something that you don't like
Understood.
and trying to change the person. It should be something that person already knows in them. That's like prime example with me. I know I can have a temper problem sometimes, so I'm working on my temper. Of when especially with my son, I got an 11-year-old. So sometimes I caught myself yelling at him too much, and I'm like, you know what? And I had to tell myself, like, Daddy's going to work on this. Daddy's going to work on not yelling at you and talking to you because you're getting older, and I want to talk to you like a man
Yeah.
Right.
versus yell at you like you're a little kid. So
That's
that's something
good.
I'm working on personally for myself. It didn't take for another woman to tell me you need to work on your temper.
That's good.
And so that's what I'm saying. Like things like that, yeah, that's different. But like things like he plays the video games. I could change him. I could get him not to play the video games. That's his peace time.
That, yeah.
Why would you want to take that from him?
That's true.
That is true.
Or he likes to hoop with his boys or go to the gym. Oh, skip the gym and come take
What
me out
about
to
he
dinner.
like to go to the club once a week?
Once a week?
Once a
chose
week.
him.
You chose him.
That's true.
You knew that when you got with him.
Yeah. But what if you didn't know it when you got with him and y'all dated for 2 months and then
once
he
you
started doing
Once
it?
you recognized that you got
Then
to
you
have
shoulda
that
cut it short.
conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a conversation.
That's a
Or if that's a
conversation.
deal breaker, you just tell him, hey, you do this. I'm not trying to change you.
And I don't have nothing against nobody to go to the club. I want to make that very, very clear.
Some
but
people are
for me,
social. Some
that's just
people are
not
just
my
social people.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
Some people are
I've
just
been
social
there,
people.
done that. It's not my atmosphere.
And you both, like you said, some people are social. Some people like.
but
you
why
know,
so we can go out to eat? That's social.
That's not social for some people.
That's not. Nah, it's not.
So think about
Having a
it.
get together
So
with
think
game
about
night
it
at the
like-
house is social.
So think about it like this. Look at
That's fun.
Look at people's. If you have siblings, right? There's every one of you. I don't have any siblings, so I don't really know. But every person, whether you're the oldest, you're the middle, or you're the youngest, they all have something that is very something that attaches them to things. Example, the baby of a family typically is the person that's the most social. They're the ones that's going to want to go out, want to do this.
Yeah, you're the baby
wanna
of
that.
your
You see what I'm
siblings,
saying?
right? Yeah.
The person that is the oldest,
Which is me.
there are the more stable, solid foundation. I want to do this, and the one
Everything
in
in order.
yes, they are structured. The one in the middle,
Go with
it
the flow.
depends.
You can
They
sway
go with
him
the flow.
or her
Free
left or
spirit.
right. Yes.
just and so it just also those type of little things, nuances when you're dating are important. When you going out on a date and you talking to somebody, hey, what are you got any siblings? You the oldest, you the youngest, so I'm already thinking in my head, okay, yeah, she the youngest, yeah, she probably like to turn up. I'm
I'm
thinking
the
it.
youngest of my 8 siblings, and I'm just like,
Never?
I feel as though, I'm not gonna say never, but I think as time progressed,
The older we get.
I was just like, you know what, I did that.
Right.
I just want to sleep. You know, after you have kids, you're just like,
Oh yeah.
every time, like all the time that you have is precious to you. So, yeah, I did want to turn up.
I'm about to say,
Nikki can
'cause-
attest to that.
Yeah.
I
I'm about to
turned
say,
up all in college, but you know, I'm just saying, like, as I got towards that 30 mark, I'm like,
Life started looking different.
yeah,
it wasn't for me for the 30 mark. It was for me having a son, being a father. So it was like, okay, I can't be blowing my money at the club like I used to because I'm the baby of 10. You're the baby of 8. I'm the baby of 10. And I mean, every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, your boy was out. Till I had my son.
And I still don't think it's nothing wrong with it. I just think after a while.
But after a while, it's like, okay, I'm spending all this money.
You see the same people.
Right. See, same people. Yeah. Ain't nothing changed.
Ain't
Even now,
changed.
it's been maybe about 6 years since I really been out like that. And then I went out recently, and it was like, same thing. Mm-hmm. Nothing's changed. I ain't really missing nothing. It's cool every so often, but I kept thinking that money that I'm spending going out, that's money I could be retaining to start another business or to dump into my son when he wants to play sports or anything he may want. I have to be smart as a parent now because it's not just me no more.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. And so it changes. So he's right because I'm the baby, and I partied like crazy. And my oldest is just like, no, everything's strict. Like, I tell you what, this is how I want it, this, in this sequence. And if it doesn't go, it's like she loses her wits.
Well, that brings me to my next question, kind of steering away from that conversation topic. This is more so, we're going to start this one off, Frankie, and then y'all chime in as y'all see need. But do you think that red flags are a way out of getting to know someone?
Yes.
And see, for me, I don't think so. I think that if it depends on what the red flag is. Let me say that, because if you're married and you're trying to talk to me, that's a red flag. I'm out. Like, you ain't even got to worry about giving me your name. I don't want to know. Mm-hmm. So that's a red flag. But a red flag of someone saying, well, I wasn't loved growing up. Nah, okay, now you're starting to think, well, can he love me? But at the end of the day, once you get to the root of it, that's something that can be worked on if he's worthy of it. So I don't think red flags are like a way to just like get out the relationship or get out of dating someone, get out of getting to know someone. I want to know the root of the red flag and if it's something that I can deal with. But everyone don't look at it like that. Some people be like, he smoked, I'm out. Or, he drinks, I'm out. Or, he stay out till 2 a.m., I'm out. And it's just like, yeah, those for me are deal breakers. But what about the other stuff?
But I think, like, everybody has different red flags. Like you just mentioned, he wasn't loved as a young man. I don't see that as a red flag. I see that as something that we can work on, like therapy and things of that nature. I don't see that as a red flag. But smoking, drinking, to the point of being drunk, that's a red flag. So I mean, I see red flags as a way out. Like, I mean, as far as, like, if I can communicate with you and be like, I don't like that, or that's not something that, one, I want to have around me, or that's something that I don't want to have around my children. And if that person is just like, well, this is me, that's a red flag, because I'm running.
I get it, but that's why I always tell women, like, when they ask me for advice, you have to be careful with the red flags, and I consider them your non-negotiables, whatever, because a lot of women, that's why they're 40 and single. That's why they 45 and single. That's why they 50 and single and can't find a man, because it's going to be something that they're going to do that you're not going to like. And that's where I feel like, Jesus died for our sins because he knew we weren't going to be perfect. So no one in this world is going to be perfect. So who are you to be like that particular red flag? But again, if it's a non-negotiable red flag, I think that's different.
Yeah, I think the problem is too many people are looking for the red flags.
That is true.
You're trying to find something wrong with everybody
before you even start.
Dang, okay. You judging.
It's too good to be true.
Everybody does judge.
But what if you're not? What if you just diving into it like head first, and you just like, I'm an optimist. I'm just
okay. Let me scale it.
I'm just gonna try it out.
Let me scale it back. Maybe not everybody,
but majority
of people.
I got you.
Because that's all you hear about, red flags. They even have...
They got green flags now.
They got green flags. But
it's too much. Why can't we just date?
I'm like, is there a yellow flag?
I'm not into the flag.
They say it's top tier if he tells you his every step, like what he's doing. That's green flag energy. And I'm like, I don't want him to tell me every step by step.
See, and everybody's different.
But that shouldn't be green flag. That's an insecurity that you're going to have to check on your own.
That really is.
Because then if the one time he don't do it, you're going to flip out.
Right.
You ain't healed, sis. I don't want the green flag energy. Keep me with red flags, and then I'm going to decide.
It should really be, it shouldn't be about red flags, green flags. It really should be how you vibing with that person.
Yeah, fully.
Because I could tell you now, a man for the right woman will change naturally.
Oh, yeah. I believe that.
Naturally.
Mm-hmm. And you ain't got to say nothing.
And vice versa. A woman would change for the right man.
Yeah. That is true.
Because we nurturers. We want to pour
Right,
into you. We want to pour.
I
But
totally agree
I ain't pouring empty. Once I get empty.
But the problem is the fact that it may be one of your questions, I know, but the problem is that these days we have so many options.
Yeah. But do you have options really?
Women do.
Do we really?
Do we?
You post a picture in a swimsuit, you're gonna have about 30 dudes in your DMs.
But are they worthy enough? Are they qualified?
I don't think so.
No, they're not. But that's where
You don't say.
But that's where women jump off. Where it's like, well, if you won't do this, I got 30 guys who just jumped in my DM from this post I made 30 minutes
So
ago.
you think it's just more of attention, or?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. See, that's why I don't want women to post that kind of stuff, because you're gonna get that energy back, and then you mad at
And then be mad when somebody, in
like you
your
just
DM
showed him
talking about,
everything. He ain't got nothing to nothing to his mind to wonder about.
It's my dad told me before he passed away. He said, and he wasn't big into social media. My dad was 80, 81. He said,
Yeah, for
in
sure.
this new age of woman, when you meet a woman, check out her social media.
It's gonna tell you everything.
Tells you everything you need to know about.
I agree.
that is true.
I
It
agree.
does.
That's people though.
Yeah.
That's everybody.
But people also will put on the front on social media too. That's a whole nother topic.
But
y'all.
What if
that's
you
a whole-
don't
that's
have
a-
it?
oh.
What if you just like, you know what?
You don't have
like
social
your dad
media
said,
at all?
and you just don't have it. What does that say about you?
That you're not you
Says
don't-
you're private.
yeah.
You low key.
And
Yeah.
but is that I think some people may
I'm
think
very
that
private.
is a problem when
That's
you
not-
say I'm private.
That's
and
not
it's like,
because look at this. Because you can look at it like this.
Age.
What does social media do? Gives other people access to you.
yep, it does.
Just because you have when you have an Instagram, now these days people don't even ask for your number. What's your Instagram?
Yeah,
Because I can jump in your DM once I get your Instagram. Somebody who doesn't have a social media anyway, that just means people don't have easy access to that person.
I ain't never thought about it like
That's
that.
it.
But you got a good point.
You know,
that means you got to actually talk to that person.
you got to actually talk to that person.
You actually have
Got to
to
actually get to know
But
them.
Instagram
Date
done made
that
it so
person.
easy. They
Yeah,
got the button
absolutely.
up there where you can FaceTime them or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Like they done made it too easy now.
No,
I say this is crazy. Just FaceTime me regular.
I don't want to FaceTime at all. That's a whole nother topic.
Ooh, you don't?
What?
We gotta talk about that. 'Cause some kind of way we gotta squeeze that in here. 'Cause what I have.
You don't want to FaceTime?
For what?
Okay, but
What
would
if
you
it's long
prefer to
distance?
Yeah, would you prefer to be face to face or?
We're either gonna be face to face or we're gonna be on the phone.
Okay.
But I'm
You
not.
can't see the body
not.
language. You can't.
I think FaceTiming was just another stalking thing that they did for people. Like,
I agree.
like I'm not. I FaceTime 2 people.
Your kids?
And they're 11 and 9.
I knew you was gonna say that. I just had a
And
kid.
my baby son, if he ain't old enough to FaceTime. So no, I'm not FaceTiming no grown person. You
That's
better be
so
on the side of
interesting.
the road stranded or something must be going on if you FaceTiming me.
Oh man.
No, that is not. And then it's a distraction.
That's the problem.
That it's a distraction. Like I'm not. So now people have gotten. I don't have an iPhone, but I noticed that people don't even call you on the iPhone no more. They only FaceTime you. So that means it ain't. They want to see what you're doing.
I ain't think about
Check
it
out
like
your
that. And I guess
background
that's the
and all
person's
that.
mentality.
Yeah, you
because
they nosy as fuck.
when I'm FaceTime because I want to
That
see your
is-
face. Like I
Yeah.
don't care
But-
what's
but-
going
but-
on back
but-
here.
Are you? Have you ever
Yes.
thought about that?
Yeah, I actually want to see your face because
Yeah.
you don't live here or whatever the case may be. You know what I
Right.
mean?
But it could be. It's harder for people who don't work a 9 to 5 though, because me, I'm always working. So FaceTiming stops me from doing what
Absolutely.
I got to do.
Yeah.
Because I got to sit there and hold the phone and look at you. Versus when I'm on the phone, I can have my phone. Have
Well, that's because
my
you're a
Bluetooth
trainer, so
in
you
and
can't.
Bluetooth.
and
And
I
the
can do
same
multiple
concept.
things. I can even work out while I talk to you sometimes.
Right.
But when I'm FaceTime you, I'm stuck this looking at the phone, looking at
I
you.
agree. Or you can
And I
can
can-
post it up like this and be like,
But I got
and still be.
I think
working
they made
out.
But I got
FaceTime
to-
for women.
They did.
I think they did.
They made
You think
FaceTime for
so?
women.
I think so.
I think they
I
knew
think it
they
just-
knew exactly who was going to like that.
Yeah.
If you look at the percentages of people that use FaceTime, about 78% of it is women.
That's so
Men
interesting.
don't use FaceTime.
We
I
definitely
promise you
don't
we
FaceTime each other. I know y'all FaceTime. more
Man,
than
I
FaceTime
did
each
not
other.
FaceTime none of my partners. Like,
I-
no.
yet-
That's a no for me.
That's a
Never
no.
have.
It's a no for me. Never have.
The only time I did was during COVID.
Wow.
Only time I ever FaceTime another dude.
Yeah, I hardly ever FaceTime, but when I do, it's because I want to see your face. I hardly ever use FaceTime.
Now, I don't mind for 5 minutes if I haven't seen you and we exclusively date and I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I'll FaceTime you for 5 minutes. But I don't like it when it's like trying to make it the norm. Like you want to talk for hours at FaceTime. I can't do that.
I got you.
I got to be able to move and do what I do
Without taking that phone.
without taking the phone.
I got
I'm trying to make time for you, but now you want me to stop and pause to make time for you. I can't do that.
I'm not doing that.
Dion's like, it's just a hard no.
He's like,
is that a red flag?
It's a red flag. It's definitely a red flag. If you want to FaceTime me all the time, it's a red flag for me.
Why?
Because now I think you just want to just keep tabs on me.
Jesus.
That's just like with the iPhone and the location. I can go on and on about this iPhone, but
That's why
no,
you ain't stick. That's why you ain't never gonna change from
I ain't
that
gonna never gonna
Android.
change. Like, why do I need your location? Why do I got clients that I know? They be like, oh, I got 20 people location. Why?
Yeah, I don't have nobody's
Why do you
location.
need
I don't
people's
want it
location?
though.
Outside of the people, your children or something,
Okay.
if they got a phone, like. But
I was gonna say, what
do
about
you-
your children?
Why you need a grown person
I don't want
location?
it. Yeah.
If they don't want you to know where they at, it's a reason why. That's a red flag. If they ain't free enough to tell you,
Are
where they at,
red flags a ticket out, y'all?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Because my red flags are non-negotiables. I don't have any.
So
other red
if
flags.
she wasn't loved properly growing up, is that a red flag to you? You think she's
Yes.
gonna be able to love you?
no,
Oh my, but she can
flat
learn.
out.
Really?
No, she can't.
can learn. Oh my gosh.
No, she can't.
You're not even giving her the opportunity to.
And I won't because she might not be willing.
But what if
You
she
have
is
to be.
willing?
You have to be first willing. All right. If she's first willing, then I'll
Okay.
give her a shot. All right.
Okay, that's fair. I'm like,
But
dang, she could be a
but-
good catch.
but
You
I'm
just don't
30
know how.
I'm 39 years old.
I
I
feel
ain't got
you.
time to build a woman.
Yeah, I'm in the
need
builder
you-
bird business.
I need you to be. I need you to be ready.
somewhat equipped.
I need you to be ready to
Yeah.
do what we talk about. We gonna do.
Yeah, I get it.
So if you want to be in this relationship with me, that means you should already be working on. I ain't been loved properly. You should be going to counseling already.
You should be healing.
Before I even got there, you should have been doing that because that's for you. That ain't for me.
But see, I think even just with the healing and just all that, I really think that takes away from the woman having her feminine energy. I'm big on that. And I really think what you just said takes away from that because now if you are so busy trying to build that woman up to tell her, oh, you're so beautiful, or you got to say it every day,
I ain't got time for that.
you can't do it
Wait.
because by the time you're doing that all day, if you're doing that all day, every day, that's going to drain you. And by the time she's there mentally and ready to be 100% with you, now you on zero.
See, we on what I want.
so
we
you-
on what I want.
You on zero.
So you need somebody to tell you you're beautiful every day?
I don't need it, but if you do, I mean that's.
But why?
That's like a
See, I don't want it
plus.
every day.
But
Oh my
why? No, but no,
God.
I know that I'm beautiful.
I'm asking you
You
why.
know that you're beautiful.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I need it. What I'm saying is that if it happens,
Mm-hmm.
like if I'm with a person and every day they're just like, "Good morning, beautiful," or
That's
"Hey,
okay,
beautiful."
but every
then-
day. What if he missed one day? You gonna be mad?
Oh no,
Because there's women that's mad
Yeah.
when you
No.
don't
Yeah.
see it
That's
for
what
one day.
matters.
I mean, I'm gonna be mad because I didn't get the text. But
I got you. Okay.
I'm gonna be mad. I'm
See,
not gonna
and
be
that's
mad
what-
because of the beautiful
I'm gonna be
part.
mad if I don't get the text.
No, it's not the same concept. Getting the you're beautiful, all that every day is different than getting a good morning.
So you like the good morning, beautiful.
Oh yes.
I do
You-
like
you
That
like
lets me
good
know
morning?
you woke up thinking about
Thinking
me, baby.
about
See,
me.
and see, so now
You went to sleep thinking about me.
That's a catch-22 now because there are some women who think, oh, if he says text you good morning, beautiful, he then went down the line and text 10 other women.
And he
good
probably
morning, beautiful.
did, but I can't be concerned about that.
Right. I don't
I can
care.
only be worried about me. I have to just have confidence that it is what it is with me and you. Now, if you lose out on me, that's on you.
That
I
is
want to
true.
pour
But you
into you
probably are.
in areas of your life.
You
that
copying and
nobody else
pasting.
have. So I don't want to pour into something that I already know somebody done done. So
What
I
you
wanna,
mean?
I
What do
want
you
to
mean
pour
by
into
that?
other areas of your life that I know people don't tap into.
Like
I
what?
feel him.
Okay, so for an example, telling you're beautiful every day, I know somebody else that's tapped into that. You see what I'm saying? I know somebody has done that in your life. Mm-hmm. But
Yeah, your dad.
no, a man in your life,
I don't
somebody has
think-
done that.
Dudes every
But
day. Okay.
I also want to tap into, okay,
How did
have
mine
you ever
work?
shot a gun before? Let me take you to the gun range, teach you how to shoot a gun.
Mm-hmm.
I want something of my own.
Okay.
So I don't want to be the guy that does everything that everybody else does. I want to do
You want something
different.
original
If you ain't never,
Why can't you build on top of
of
what
Of Good
she's
Morning
used
Beautiful.
to?
Yeah.
Of Good Morning Beautiful. Why
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
you build on top of that?
I don't wanna build
if
on
I'm
top
doing
of that.
everything that every other guy's
You want
doing,
it to be from
how am I
zero.
separating myself?
You're separating yourself because, like he said, he's going to want to tap into something else that nobody else
but
has
when
tapped
I create
into.
my own lane, I'm never forgotten.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that one. I like that one.
But this is the truth.
It
when
is.
I create my own lane, I'm never forgotten.
And that's what I was saying about the dating multiple people. Like, yeah, I can't worry about that. People be like, well, why don't you ask? Ask what? I don't think I need to know the answer to that because at the end of the day, I'm confident in what I'm doing. Whatever you got going, that's on you.
What do you mean? Ask if they're talking to multiple people?
Yeah,
No,
like
I
people
have
be
to
like,
ask. I have
see,
to
and
ask.
I'm not asking.
I have to ask because
I'm not asking
because
nothing.
you get a different level out of me. If I know we're exclusively dating,
But we
versus-
ain't. But what if
versus
you're
you
not
dating other
exclusively
people.
dating?
because
I ain't asking.
because one, if I know you date multiple people, I'm not taking you to no Perry's.
It's very true.
I get that.
I get
I'm not taking you.
I'm not taking you to no pairs on the first date.
Not-
That's a whole
I'm-
nother
I'm-
time.
Where you gonna go?
Wait a
I
minute.
can't say I can't say I don't do that. I can't say I don't do that.
I can't say I don't do that.
I've done
either.
it.
I'm gonna put you on, bro. I promise you.
No,
Wait a
We're not doing it.
But I'm not saying I do for everybody.
Yeah.
I've done it. I'm not gonna lie. I've done it for one person.
So where we going?
Okay, I'm with it.
I've done it for
On the
one
first
person.
date, where we going?
All right. So
we
here's-
walking in the
here's
park.
the reality.
Okay.
A first date,
I can dig
I
that.
like that too.
I
her
love
attitude.
that. On first date, what am I trying to do?
You're trying to get to
Approach
know the
me
person.
and get to
No.
know me.
No.
No.
I'm trying to get to know you, not impress you.
Right.
I should never be trying to impress you.
I'm not trying to
until
impress you.
until we are in
At
a
that
place
level.
to where we're dating.
I get
But
that.
you're not trying to impress me. But what brought me to you? That I was impressed.
It was the outside appearance.
Not
that
the
brought it
exterior.
to
We
him.
all know once we see a person, we lay eyes and
Yeah.
come on.
It's the vibe.
It's always
It's
it's
always-
always
But
the
that's
feeling.
not impressions.
But I'm not trying because some guys will try and impress you by showing how much money they're willing to dump on you.
Right. And I ain't doing that.
I'm not doing that.
I ain't doing that.
Look, I'm
Straight
leaving.
up.
Because why would I do that for a person and then I get 30 minutes into the date and I realize I don't like her at all.
And then you done spent $200 quick.
About to say, and I got a $200 bill coming.
And chivalry still lives with me, so I'm gonna take care of the bill.
No, most definitely.
You know what I mean? That's not a question. I know some guys that won't, but
just think.
the reality is okay. But I'm gonna tell you when I won't take care of the bill. If we at Paris, peep this. If we at Paris and the whole time you're in your fucking phone, I'm gonna leave your tab
Yeah.
Oh wow.
because
yeah,
you're not interested in me.
At all. And
So-
I would definitely make her pay for
And
her
the
own.
only
Or
exception,
whoever she texting. You
only
know.
Facts.
exception would be if they have a child and they keep checking on the kids and the
Yeah.
kid keep
But I
calling.
think
That's
that's you
different.
should say that right off real
Yeah,
though.
but
Like, I'm not
but
being
I'm just-
disrespectful.
I'm just saying this. The
I'm just making
exceptions.
sure.
The exceptions.
Yeah.
But you knew you was going on this date from the top, so all of that should have been taken care of. So I ain't
That
let
is
you make it
true.
with that one either.
That's true too.
But it's so,
That's true.
but a first date, Lord, I ain't did that in so long.
I feel you, bro.
So I really just want to vibe out with you. It doesn't the place, the anything, none of that really matters to me.
Shouldn't.
I want to do this what we're doing right here.
So we can go
Just
to
having
Chick-fil-A
good-
and you still gonna look.
I
You
wanna
ain't
have
gonna
a
look at me
good,
no different.
grown up intellectual conversation with you
get
because
it.
I am trying to know you. I'm
Because
not
all
trying
that's
to.
gonna come if it's meant to come.
We're not talking at Paris.
That's
It's
what
too
I'm
loud
saying.
in there.
Yeah.
It is.
We ain't talking at the movies.
Yeah.
That's a movie. So if you telling me all of these in high school, that was cool. You know.
Yeah, but now that we
We
older,
older.
yeah.
I'm not trying to do that. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get to know you. Low key, I can get to know you on the phone.
Yeah. Yeah. And then even decide if I even want to meet up with you on Friday.
Yes.
And that's why I said. That's why I said
My
first
time
date
is
walking-
valuable.
right?
Yeah.
And that's why I said my first date is walking apart because I do know we're right at the age where we like person. I like to be in person and talk to
Absolutely.
the
Yeah,
person.
me too.
I'm not a texter. I'm not a talker on the phone.
I'm a texter. I'll text.
I like to be in person. So
I'm a texter.
He's a texter, but he doesn't like
He ain't gonna
FaceTime.
FaceTime, but
No.
he gonna text you quick.
you know what that means? He's
Girls,
a
y'all
big,
hear that?
he's a busy man.
I am.
That's all
I
that
am,
means.
though.
But he's a trainer too, so he can't
That's why I
just
say
be
he's a
on his
busy-
phone and the
and a lot
client
of people
because
don't
the
understand
clients
that.
are paying. So it's the same with a barber,
Right.
or it's the same with a coach.
Exactly.
Like I can't give you all of that time right this second, but
I'm a trainer and I'm
Yeah.
a father.
see,
But I'm a father before everything.
Exactly.
And I can't be FaceTiming you if I'm just talking to you and my kids in the background, they tell my daddy, who is that? My kids old enough to say that. And they don't need to know everybody that daddy talking to.
That is true.
Because some of them ain't worthy to meet
Right.
not yet.
my
Right.
kiddos.
You trying to make sure you even want
Right. So no, a FaceTime is not happening.
I get
Like
it.
it's not happening. Now,
Not
if you
later
want to
on.
see me that bad, then okay, let's arrange something where we can meet up.
Okay.
And I'm cool with that. But to just be wanting to FaceTime me, and it's a catch-22 because you can't tell me you want to FaceTime me, but then say you busy and you can't meet up.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like
on that.
it's just a lot with the FaceTime. That's all. It's just a lot.
My man really don't like the face.
He don't like it at all.
So just one more time, y'all. A red flag's out.
a way out.
Is it a way out?
Yes.
It's a way out, but
yes.
it is a way out. But a lot of people ignore the red flags anyway.
Yeah.
Because they think that we can change
That's
the
toxicity.
person.
Yeah, everybody know the red flags, and then they get mad.
Guys do it too.
No, that's why I said in you people.
Yeah. And you people.
But, I mean,
Okay.
to me, I think red flags is just a way to complain about the person.
Okay.
Because regardless if you see red flags or not, if you feeling that person, regardless of the red flags or not, you gonna ignore the red flags.
What makes you feel a person after you see red flags? I don't understand that.
So it's not red flags for me, and I think that's what Frankie was saying. It's not red flags, the negative stuff, because if I see now, like, hey, you smoke or hey, you drink too much to where you can't even comprehend, that's a red flag. I don't want to date that. I'm not saying that part, but again, you haven't been loved properly, or your baby mama giving you pure HELL, but it can change over time, and then it may not change, but I'm still just here for you to make sure that you're good and to make sure you on track to being the best father that you know how to be, for me to motivate you. That's not a red flag to me. But some women be like, oh, he got baby mama issues, I can't do it. But dang, give him a chance. Let him see. You may be the one that can niche the bud, and you may not be. And that may be your red flag. But again, that's why I was saying some of the red flags, you have to decide if they are non-negotiable red flags or if it's something that you can deal with. But I don't feel like a red flag is just your ticket out, like, boom, I'm gone. That's not fair.
But is a baby
Nobody's
mama
perfect.
giving a man hell really a red flag?
To some
Or
people,
that's
it
just
is.
That's just his real life. That's his life.
That's his life.
But some people, that is a red flag. Y'all would be surprised if
Oh,
some
no.
people ask
I
me.
know.
and-
I watch a show that
talk to me about-
that woman strictly says she don't want a man with kids at all.
Exactly. And what type of life are we living? It's impossible. I always used to be the one dating people with no kids. I mean, with kids, because I didn't have kids. I waited a long time until I finally was able to have one. I had miscarriages after miscarriage after miscarriages. So now I come with a kid. So it's just like, that's wrong for me to ever have thought like that, which I never did. I always accepted the man with the kids because you don't get one without the other.
Right.
This is my thing though, because I've been there because I remember before I had my son, I used to drive off there. I'm 28 with no kids. I'm doing good, yada yada. I'm driving in life, yada yada yada. And then I remember when I found out I was having a kid, I'm like, damn, that messes up my whole aura I have going on. Then I realized, I'm like, you know what?
It will humbly check you.
It does, but at the same time, because I've had a woman tell me, like, I can't date you, got kids. I said, why would you want to date me because I have a kid? Oh, because of the drama, yada yada.
But see, you used to be like that.
Yeah,
you
but-
wasn't dating a woman with kids.
No, I have. I dated a woman with 2 kids.
Okay.
And I didn't have none.
So a lot has changed about you, JP, 'cause-
used to, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is, it tells you a lot about that person who has kids.
Yep.
Because how many women have gotten pregnant by a guy that don't have no kids and then found out he a deadbeat?
Yeah, that's a lot.
If you had dated a guy with kids, you kind of get a feel for how he handles his
Responsibility, yes.
And I told this girl that she like, and that made her change her whole thought process. Like, give me your number. I was like, cool. And I told her, like, how many of your friends got baby daddies right now who are deadbeat? But they dated a guy that didn't have no kids.
Yeah.
Now that they got a kid.
And speaking of, I want to talk about co-parenting too, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But
But it's the same thing. I think we get bashed
yeah,
for having kids, but we never bash a woman for having kids.
that's true.
That's true.
We don't bash you.
But why is
I
that?
take that. Well, I work with a guy, and he will not.
There's
He told me he was like he will
there's
not date a woman that has children.
He's just one. Does he have any though?
He doesn't have any.
Okay, well
And that's each his own.
That's to each. That's fine.
Yeah.
I can respect that.
Because I have a
He
homeboy
wants
like
to. He wants to start something fresh.
Fresh.
I get why.
And
he
I
doing
get
it.
that. But in the same sense, it's just like in this day and age,
It's hard.
It's hard, but if you
They're gonna
find
at least
it,
come
good
with
luck.
one.
But you don't understand. You gotta understand though. Real talk. Women having kids is the ultimate gift you give a man.
Absolutely.
true.
Can't give
So
him nothing
so
better
there
than
are
that.
some women who have kids that don't want no more kids. So you're telling the guy that I'm willing to give another guy that we didn't make it the ultimate gift, but I'm not going to give you the ultimate gift regardless if you love me correctly or not.
Yeah,
That's
and
deep.
I think that's a red flag.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
definitely a red flag.
And that's hard for a guy to swallow.
But what
Yeah.
if she can't?
Now that's a different story.
Then
She
you can look into
physically can't.
adoption,
If
and
she
there's other stuff.
If she physically can't, that's a different story. But I'm
Okay.
talking about some can and don't want.
But won't.
Don't want.
Oh,
to.
I know.
I
I
get
know
it.
some.
I understand.
I know some.
I know a
that
lot.
Literally,
Oh yeah.
they have one kid and they don't want nothing else. With
See, no,
nobody.
I want to pop out one more if I can. I'm still ready. Wait a minute. I want one
Breaking
more.
news. Breaking news.
Breaking
Nikki wants more kids.
news. Yeah. And
Y'all hear that, fellas? I mean,
and better start soon.
So if you want to date Nikki, be ready to have one baby.
just one.
You're trying to pop out
No, for
2024.
real. Yes, I don't want to be 90 with a 2-year-old, so I better get started. But no, I'm just playing. But yeah, okay. Guys, do men prioritize their women when they're busy? When they're busy, do y'all prioritize us?
Is that the way you want to answer that?
I think so.
You want to ask that?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I was just about to say. I know his face said no.
It's like, Nikki, you sure?
But
I
it's
think
but it's
so,
but it's
yeah.
a mature no. So here's I talked to her about this earlier. Here's my thing on that. You're always a priority. Okay? If I'm with you, you are a priority in my life. But what you got to understand is that you're not going to be the number one priority every day.
Oh, I don't want to be.
No, but a lot of
But
women want
a
to
lot
be.
of women, when
A lot
you're
of women do.
married,
A
they
lot of
flip
women
that
wanna-
switch quick. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
A lot
your
of women
wife,
do.
and it's just
Like-
like,
like-
who cares?
I
I can feel it.
have children. I have a mother that I take care of, a grandmother I take care of. I am the head. They looking for me as well as you are.
Yeah.
So on Monday you might be one. On Tuesday you might be 3. On Wednesday you might be 2. And you got to be okay with that and allow me grace because you knew all of these things when you got with me.
Before, yeah.
Agree with him 100%. Same thing, was especially if you got a guy who's an entrepreneur. Because I'm an entrepreneur, and he's an entrepreneur too. So it's like I had to tell a girl we was on a date. My phone rang, business. She got mad. Well, I don't want my phone call. I said, wait a minute. Then I had to tell her right there on the date. Maybe you're not meant to date an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Because just because I'm out with you doesn't mean my money stops making.
No, money stay all night.
Because I need that. Because if I'm going to provide, protect, I have to get the money to being able to do that. And so sometimes I catch myself with a woman that wants to stop me from making my money to go spend money on her. That don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
You want me to stop making money to go spend money. That don't add up.
Right.
Because I need that money to make sure I can provide, protect. Because what happens if something happens? All that time I stopped working to spend money.
And then she gonna be mad.
She gonna turn on you anyway.
Yeah, she gonna be mad.
She gonna turn on you anyway.
And it's funny
say,
that women would even get mad at that, but because when you met him, he was doing great.
Right.
Some things happen, but
Right.
yeah, she gonna be mad.
Right.
Depending on the woman.
You got to understand, like, if you want a 9 to 5, stick to a 9 to 5.
And then it's the most attractive thing that a woman could ever do is support me. It's the absolute most attractive thing you could ever do. So a woman that doesn't think in her mind that she's a priority, you don't support me. Because I promise you, if you support me, you're a major priority in my life. There's not much that's going
Break
to
that
come.
down a little bit more,
So there's not.
if you can.
It's a twofold street. Support is important to a man. A woman that supports him makes him feel like he has purpose.
Gotcha.
And in return, I want to make sure that you are at the top of my list. You getting what you need. You're the time, the affection, whatever it is that you need. I'm willing to give that to you tenfold.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it's not saying I'm not doing it. I'm only if you support me, I'm gonna do that regardless. But I need you to know that support is everything.
I got you.
And I give you a small example with my parents. You
Okay.
know
Of
my parents
course,
growing up,
yeah.
and you know my dad had the janitorial business. My dad wouldn't come home to 2, 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes.
Yeah, that was my
My
mom and dad extra job
Yeah.
working with your mom
Yeah.
and dad. So yeah.
My mom would not go to bed until my dad came home. If she fell asleep, she fell asleep on the couch. But she didn't get into bed till my dad got home.
It's love.
Little things like that made my dad
Want to go harder.
Go harder.
And make him
So
want
that's
to
why
get him get
that's,
home.
yeah, you know, my mom had the news of everything. You know, everything she wanted, my mom got.
That's true.
Simple thing as far as because she didn't go to bed until my dad got home.
I like that.
It's
But women
that
these
old school
days,
love.
that's what I love.
Yeah.
But the women nowadays, he'll be home.
Exactly.
And I'm
Right.
still, like, for me, I'm like, text me when you make it. Even when y'all leave, y'all probably gonna be like, Nikki, we are grown. I still want to know y'all made it safely. I just think that you can't teach that to a woman, though. It's just
No.
got to be in her.
It
I'm
is.
sorry.
It's automatically
It's
in.
in
she
her.
has to be able to see that. She had to seen that in prior.
But see, I seen that with my mom.
I can't.
You know
I
what
can't
mean?
agree with you on that because just by example, me, I didn't see that, but I know how I want to be treated and how I want to treat my man. So therefore, if I want to be treated a certain way, I'm going to treat him how I want to be treated.
So how did you learn it?
How did I learn it? I think it was just I learned from looking at my siblings and how it wasn't done.
So you
in
learned
their
from the
relationship.
opposites. You did learn.
I
you
learned
from the.
from-
So
I
that's
learned
how I
from the
learned too.
opposites.
That's how I learned a lot of stuff too. I learned from the opposite. I learned what not to do.
What exactly?
You know what I'm saying? So I seen nothing but smoking and drinking growing up. I knew that I never wanted to do that, so I've never smoked or drank a day in my life.
And then
so
for
I
me,
get
I
that.
learned from my mom and dad, and they're
Right.
still married, so that's what I've seen my whole life.
So you had
but
the
I still
blueprint.
want to tweak it and make it my own.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
just because I seen them do it doesn't mean it was right, but it looked right.
Right.
It was right for them.
I can't say that because their marriage lasted.
And it did last,
And
it still
lasted.
lasted.
That's what I say. That's why you say you can't say it didn't work because it did.
But okay, so let me rephrase that. I'm not gonna say that everything that they do I personally like, because for me, like I may want to go out to eat more, and my dad, for instance, he may want to stay at home. My dad is a homebody. My mama like to go out to eat. She want to spend time. She want to get out the house. My dad may be like, I just want to stay home, but it still works for them because they still make that balance to compromise. That's pretty much what I was trying to say.
But you have.
But for me, it's like I still want to get out. I want to travel. I want to do.
in other words, you saying you don't have that compromise?
I definitely have the compromising. I definitely have it.
I don't know if I have it.
You don't know if you have compromising?
Don't know.
That's
I
not
thi- I
gonna be
think-
good, Dion.
I know it. The older I get, the more I get.
You set in
like-
your ways.
Come on, Dion.
You cannot be
Like-
setting your ways,
You can't be
bro.
setting your
It
ways.
depends
You
on
too
what
young
it
for
is.
that.
I got hard nose for some shit.
I can understand why he.
I got
Why?
in this day and age. Why you do that?
So I've been married,
Yeah.
divorced. Mm-hmm. At this point in my life, it's like I have not many non-negotiables, but my non-negotiables are hard.
I got you.
So that woman can be a great woman, sweep me off my feet. But if she say she want to go to Dubai, I'm gonna say you must be going with some friends,
You're not
cause
going.
I ain't
to
going.
Why?
It's just not what I do.
So you're not gonna travel?
I don't mind traveling. I'm
You'll
not
go to
going
Houston, but you're not gonna go to Dubai.
Yep,
That's what you mean?
I ain't going out of the country.
Wow.
I'm just not gonna do it. I've never went out of the country, and if I go out of the country,
She gotta be the one?
That shit. She better be the one.
She gotta
one.
be the one because if she can convince you to
Say,
go and you ain't willing to
exactly,
ever go, that's gotta be it.
Exactly.
I get
I
it.
feel you.
why is going out of the country so big to y'all?
It's
I
not.
don't know.
It's
this-
not.
the last 10, 15 years, black women has made that up.
Yeah.
Super
It's
big.
It's really not. I've been traveling my whole life, so it's not.
Because every girl I meet, one of the first questions I get, you got your passport?
And I'm like, no.
And the first thing I'm not gonna lie, I'm thinking in my head, we could go wherever you want, but if we leaving this country, we going Dutch. You ain't about to have me spend $5,000 for a weekend.
I'm not
I
doing
get
that
that.
either.
I'm not.
doing that
No,
either.
we're not doing that. No.
I don't think
doing
that a woman should expect that.
But they do.
I don't either.
do.
They do.
They do.
These women these days,
They
like,
different.
Like
No,
they built different.
different.
I mean, because it's everything that you
And this-
see city
I was
girls
having-
talking
You
about.
shouldn't-
Act
You
bad.
I was
shouldn't
having
want
this-
to take a man. You shouldn't want a man to go with you that you're dating out of the country. That's something that you do with your hubby. That's something that you do with somebody that's.
But you gotta
exclusive.
realize, again,
you
like,
feel what I'm
take-
saying?
Because if you do,
like that's
no,
something-
but if you do it
'cause
with every guy you dated, what you leaving up for your husband?
Nothing.
What kind of
You
experience are you
leaving
leaving
nothing
for
for
your
him.
husband?
Well,
for
we
y'all
can
to
go to a
experience
different
for-
country now.
But it's not the
No.
same. It's not the
I'm
same.
if
I'm
I date
kidding,
if
I'm
I
kidding.
date Frankie, if I dated you and we went to goddamn me Paris, and our relationship ended bad, ain't no woman on this earth gonna be able to take me to Paris ever again in life.
I get that.
That's why I don't want to experience that.
I get
But
it.
you're willing. You said you are willing to experience it with the right one.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm not. It's not a hard no, but it's gonna be a no if we dating.
Okay.
It's a no for me if we dating, for sure.
Even
for sure.
girlfriend, boyfriend, it's a no.
It's a no for me.
But if y'all
Exclusive.
engaged,
If we're exclusive and I know it's solid,
And you
then
know you're
I'm
going
with
somewhere with it?
I'm with it.
Okay.
You'd met my kids. I'd met your kids. You
Right.
guys. Oh no, we good.
Okay.
Matter of fact, let's take the kids too. We good on that. But just to be going, that's what people are doing out here. They're dating people. We went to Mexico together. We went to. No.
but then I feel like
That's
with
a
that,
no
you're
for me.
setting
No, I get
yourself
that.
up for failure.
And then they got all types of video like they took themselves.
Yeah. So you're not even in the video?
No, no, not
Not you in general. I'm just saying in general, like
because
dang, oh my
I put a lot
goodness.
of girls I followed on Instagram on blast, like because they going here to here. I'm like, I know you.
Right.
Where that nigga at?
Because you ain't going by yourself. You know damn well you ain't
But
going
people,
by yourself. But
hey,
you took
I'm
all
trying
these
to tell
pictures
you,
by yourself.
solo trips is a thing now. Women
No,
taking
they're
solo
going
trips.
with a group. So they
going
meet
with the
these
group.
groups with Facebooks and
yeah.
all that other
Oh,
stuff.
I don't have Facebook, so I don't know. But okay.
Yeah.
I
So
got
they're
it.
It's like
doing
a
it with a
group.
group. So
No,
like
women,
cruises and stuff
yeah.
like that, it'd be a group of like 30 people, and they go. So yeah, you're going by yourself, but you're with a group of people.
Yeah.
Oh, but I was more so saying like solo trips is a thing.
No,
like
I
women
ain't
going on
never-
solo trips, that's a
I'm not,
thing.
I ain't going nowhere by myself.
Because
that's
women, I
dangerous.
feel like that's you trying to get
Yeah.
in
That's
tune.
dangerous.
It is,
It's
but
very
I'm
dangerous.
saying that women lately have been doing it.
I don't know if that's lately. I think lately they're making it seem like they're going by themselves
But
Yeah.
with the video.
They
part.
going with somebody else.
I ain't
They're
going.
going with somebody. It's
I'm
just
gonna
they're
tell.
signing the video.
Let me tell you
Or I'm
something.
going to meet
if you
somebody.
take if you take me out of the country, I better be in every picture. And if you tell me to take a picture with you of you just by yourself, I'm gonna say, "What you doing this for?
I
got
can
you.
understand that.
You gonna post that? Oh no, post the one with me in it."
See, because I did take a lady out and she made a whole beautiful collage of the evening.
And you weren't in any picture.
Now one
They
time,
doing that on a date.
No,
They will
not
put on their story food and everything.
I was like, okay,
Is that a turn off,
that-
y'all?
that's a big turn off.
Absolutely.
Because to
Yeah.
me,
I don't really want to be posted anyway, but
But you okay
you not
with it?
don't be across the table from me posting all your pictures and stuff and not act like I don't even exist.
or if you don't, or
Because
if you don't
guys
want me
got
in the
feelings too.
right? Or if you don't want me in the video,
Yeah.
you could at least make it known that I went with somebody.
Yeah.
that he made,
Tag him.
Or you could do like the
or he-
emoji like
or
this
he
or
made-
something.
Yeah, or he made.
No,
a
you
very
can't put
good-
no emoji over my face either.
No, not over your
Oh,
face.
okay.
I'm saying like, like make it seem like you went with someone. You can do the emoji. That's like the shy emoji, like, ooh, I can't really
Them
describe
emojis
it,
get
but-
people in trouble with me. I don't do emojis very well.
Dion don't do anything.
I'm old school.
I see.
Oh,
Jesus.
strong men. Private life is the best life.
It
like some of that
is.
stuff is unnecessary.
Some of the stuff is just social media.
Yeah,
I'm
and,
telling you. Social
like-
media has taken a toll where it really makes people think it's really that good for them. But they don't know what it took for them people to get to where they
People
at.
everywhere they go, they feel like they got to check in somewhere. I'm like, man,
Yeah, I
if you
hate that.
check in somewhere
I
with me,
hate that.
That's a turn off. That's a
don't
red flag.
do that.
I
Don't do
hate
that.
with a passion.
Because I might not want to know people to know that I'm in here.
Yeah, I get that.
You know what I mean? Like,
But if you out of town, it's okay, right?
no, that's dangerous. Because that mean if you posting us out of town and we gone,
They know
who
you
know
ain't.
where I stay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. I don't think people think like that.
No, they don't.
They don't.
Live too
I really
free.
think, yeah.
Oh, I'm talking
Because I think they so.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
watch
the
it.
criminals do. But
watch
I think that's the problem because again, yeah, we thinking like that, but someone else is like, I just want them to see I'm going out of town every weekend.
But why?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why does it
I
matter?
don't want
Why? I don't know. That's
I don't
the
want
new
nobody in my
age women.
business like that.
Why?
telling you.
Why? Because I mean,
You ain't gonna post when you broke.
You're not.
No.
You ain't gonna post when you cry.
actually they do.
But I
But
can't.
they make it look like they still got money.
and even
Oh no, they
with,
bumming.
Yeah.
They
even
doing a
with that,
GoFundMe.
like when people be crying, I be like, so what possessed you to go get your phone?
So go get your phone
and hold it up
hold it
like
up.
this, and then cry on Instagram. Like I be confused, y'all.
Attention.
I can't.
Attention is the most addictive drug in the world right now.
I just can't get it.
I don't want it.
Yeah. But you got to take. She does that. She's gonna get filled with what's wrong, Mama? You want me to take you out?
What's wrong, mom?
There you go.
She might get some cash out.
You too pretty for you to be
Yeah,
crying.
she might get some cash outs because dudes be tricking.
And then she crazy. She
Yeah.
done did a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. I get it.
It's dangerous.
Again, back
out
to
here.
why I say
Dating is hard.
It is these days.
Dating hard
You can-
because
who
you don't
dating?
know.
And it's harder for the genuine people.
What?
Who dating?
So what they doing? So what they doing?
I don't know, but they ain't dating.
So what? They just.
They goosing and juicing.
But they
I'm
been
with
doing
that.
that. They been doing that.
But it's
Man,
worse
say,
now.
It's just.
I can hit you up in your DM today and be in your bed tomorrow. That's,
That's
what they
sick,
doing right
but
now.
That's sick.
That's
though.
true.
That's what they doing
But
right
you
now.
should be scared to even do that. I'm not
They
saying
ain't-
that you're
they-
doing it, but I'm
they
saying
not,
guys should be
they
scared.
not scared. They not scared. They about it. I can count on my fingers how many women's houses I've been over in my whole 39 years of living. These niggas going over girls' house every day.
See, and women set you up quicker than these dudes. But okay, I better be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
careful
talking
out
to
there.
my cousin. We were out of town, and she was saying, along with some of the people that were there with us, were saying that women nowadays want you to pay their rent, want you to pay their mortgage, want you to buy them a Louis purse for their birthday. And I'm just like, it can't be real. Like,
Yeah.
do women really act like that with
Yeah.
y'all?
Yeah,
I just don't still want to believe it.
There's a guy that actually who's making money exposing women like that. He's renting a Lambo truck.
Oh, it's a couple of them.
There's a couple of them doing
There's
it.
a
Yeah,
couple
there's
of
a
them.
couple of them.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
what
yeah.
they're doing is and especially in Houston,
Yes.
they're trying to holler at girls
I've
walking
never
down the
heard of
street.
this.
I pull up one before I leave to show you. pulling up, trying to get the girl's attention. The girl's like, nah. And then he goes, okay, thank you, have a good night. And then hits the little alarm to the car. And then you quickly see the woman looking like, oh, and she coming back. Mm-hmm. Oh, this you car? Let's go shopping. She just blew him off. Now that she's seen the car, let's go shopping. What you got on my rent? Like, it's...
I think that should be a red flag.
That's a red flag.
That's a red flag. But guys still do it.
No. That's a cutoff.
That's
cutoff for sure.
To me, that's just...
But guys still do it.
That's just legal prostitution.
Yeah, but I don't even understand how a woman can fix her mouth and say, hey, I know we only been dating 3 months or 4 months or 1 month or 30 days, but can you pay my mortgage? Can you pay my rent? Can you buy me a Louis for my birthday next month?
They're not even asking like that.
I don't even know how they ask. I'm
nice.
just saying.
But what if, I mean, okay, so you're saying not necessarily buying material things, but asking someone, hey, can we celebrate? I don't care how we celebrate, but can we celebrate? Is that a red flag?
No.
Can we celebrate my birthday?
Yeah.
Of course not. Like, I want to celebrate. That's fun, but I don't need you to go. I don't want you to go buy me this stuff.
Okay, I get that. I don't want that. I think there's always stipulations when
people buy you stuff
when
like
you
that.
just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy you this. I'm gonna buy you this expensive watch or whatever. But it's something behind it.
And that phantoms me. It's like, why would you ask me to buy you a $1,200 purse and we're just dating?
But I don't even know if I want to be with you.
Right.
I don't even know if I like you.
Them are things that I would buy my wife.
Yeah.
You know, like, no, but but there are girls out there that won't date you, won't give you time if you're not dropping bread on them.
That's crazy.
But that's this new age.
Yeah.
It's got to be because it's like I wouldn't even feel comfortable asking.
That's been...
So
you gotta pay
this just that got worse.
No, so you're telling me that an older woman these older women are out here saying, "Hey, I need you to, in order to date me."
You're right. Not the older ones.
It's the new age girls that's TikTok famous and all of that.
The old ones have done it, and now they're not in season no more. I'm sorry.
So what's in season? The 25, 30, or the 22-year-old?
I hate to break it to you, but yeah.
Oh,
I'm still in season.
I'm definitely still in season. So I think
that doesn't mean just because you're older than that.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you're not in season.
Yeah,
it's just harder because, from my experience, right, older women I've dated rush faster than the young girls.
I agree with that.
Young girls about
I've caught myself doing
because
that. I agree.
Dating a 35-year-old.
She know what she wants. She ready.
She's ready to get married and wants kids because her time is quicker.
Because the time frame, she thinks that the time frame.
You date a 25-year-old. She ain't worried about I'm trying to get married right now. I ain't trying to have a
travel.
Kid
she want to club. She want to
have more fun.
Okay. But when you say it like that, I thought you were talking about as far as like rushing to, get down dirty.
No, I'm talking about rushing as far as like I want a kid. I want to get married.
Okay.
I'm approaching 40. And it's like, yeah, I understand that. I still got time.
Yeah.
So I gotta rush because you on your body.
That's a non-negotiable.
And that is.
I think people should talk about that stuff straight up.
And I do. And I told a girl once before, like, I really don't like dating girls over 30 because for that reason.
But this is a long time ago. Now you cool.
I'm cool with it. But I've dated girls. Every time I've dated girls 35 and older, we don't work out because they're rushing.
Yeah.
They're forcing.
Yeah.
They're trying to press on me. When I date a 30-year-old or younger, it's like I want to get to know you. I want to have fun first. And I got that time to get to know you and have fun. But it's like but at the same time though, you can't keep tossing everybody around for little things and the next thing you know you're 45 and you're still single.
I got you.
Because nobody's perfect. And it's like people want to be loved unconditionally, but have all kinds of conditions of how I love you.
Right, that's facts.
That don't add up.
That's facts.
I do think a woman that doesn't have children or has never been married or something like that, 35 and above, she is rushing. She's putting herself in a position because life is not going the way she planned it.
Yeah. But see, that's the expectation.
That's an expectation that you can't put on the man that you're dating.
Exactly, and that's not his reality.
And that's not his reality. That's not his responsibility.
I agree, and it's not fair. Like I always say, it's not fair.
Because I've always asked when they rush me, like I'm thinking, man, what happened to all the other guys you previously dated? Mm-hmm. None of them worked out. If you think you justice gets good catch where you deserve to be married, what happened to all the other guys?
That's a red flag.
What if she expresses that at the while y'all are dating, like within the first, I guess, couple of days. This is what I want. It doesn't have to happen within the next 6 months to a year, but I'm just letting you know this is what I want. I'm dating for a purpose.
And that's cool because I let it be known. I'm not dating at my age. I'm 39 too. I'm not dating to just be dating no more.
Yeah, because it sounds good.
I'm dating because I want.
I got intentions.
I want to be married. I want one person. I want somebody to be with, to cherish with. But I shouldn't be told in 6 months I should know if I'm going to marry you or not.
It's really a process.
Well, that's what the girl was doing on Ready to Love.
That 6 months. Yeah. Where did that whole a man should know that he wants to be with you?
No.
Where did that come
agree. I actually agree with that statement that a guy knows from the first 1 or 2 conversations whether it can go somewhere or not. I really think that.
A woman knows.
No, I think a guy knows right off the rip.
A woman knows what she wants from the first date.
And I think that first year he should know.
But what about the man?
If he want to marry
why should he know?
The man.
He should, because y'all just do. Y'all know when she open her mouth.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We're not even thinking that far.
I thought so.
What are y'all doing?
We're not thinking that far. We're really trying to get to know you. We're really seriously trying to get to know you.
So you don't think in the first couple of months that you know if she worthy enough of your time?
I know she might be worthy of my time.
Because why keep going on dates?
But is she worthy for exclusivity? I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Baby, you done shocked me.
The world.
Have y'all been shocked?
Hold on. But you gotta understand, when a guy chooses you, do you really understand what he's giving up?
I need my Coke.
Do you really understand what a man is giving up?
Y'all got me drinking water.
Because it's so much easier for a man to protect and provide for himself. Now when I get a woman involved, I got to protect and provide for 2+.
Because she got kids, right?
And I'm giving up a whole lot of freedom and fun for that.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't mind, but that's why I'm saying, like, we don't know that within 6 months. It usually takes an event, one thing for a woman to do that triggers a man to be like, this is the one.
That's where I was going. For me, it's about something transpired in my life and she was there for me when I needed her most. That's when I know. That's when I know it's going to be some exclusivity, some seriousness. That's when I'm going to know.
So just right off rip, 30 days, 90 days,
none of that shit
you ain't
means
worried
nothing.
about none of that. Y'all just talking, you just
all
getting
that
to know her.
was an old pimp daddy that told his daughter that so she didn't get pimped.
Right. But the reality of it is this is what I really want to know. I want to see you when you're financially up. I want to see when you're financially down. I want to see when you lose a loved one. I want to see how you react to
these
losing
different
a job.
seasons.
I want to see those.
Yeah.
The funny thing he said, I don't even make it official with a woman until we get in our first argument.
I didn't realize that until the whole I need to see you when you broke, when you like
them different seasons.
I never really dated in that mindset. Like I was just like, okay,
you like me, I like you. Let's try it out.
But I'm not like that. It's easy to love somebody when everything is good.
That is true.
That honeymoon phase.
It's easy to love for.
Honeymoon phase lasts a long time now, though.
Ooh.
They can last a long time.
Yeah, it can last. That's why I say 6 months is not long enough. Because typically the first 6 months is still a honeymoon. So you telling me I'm supposed to know that I love you within 6 months when we're still in the honeymoon phase? What happens when we get comfortable with each other?
Some people do. Some people get married in 6 months and they've been married 33
and how many
years
people?
now.
How many and being what?
Been married 33 years now.
Some are because my dad asked my dad no lie on that first date. My dad asked my mom, "Give me 6 months to prove to you I'm the last man you ever need in your life."
Yeah, and he did that.
My dad did that.
But that's an old school way of thinking.
Right. I like that way.
Back to what you said earlier.
I like that way.
We got options now.
Yeah. But this is why he said that, because my mom was single with 2 kids and had her own house. Keep in mind, my parents are older, so back in them days, a black woman having her own house was unheard of.
Unheard of, absolutely.
So my dad was impressed.
Yeah,
and she could do it without him.
Without him, and said, "This."
But now
if she could do this without him,
you.
just imagine what she could do with me.
Correct.
And that's why he said, "That's why I wanted your mother."
Yeah.
Because she proved to me already that she can handle things by herself.
That's beautiful.
And I was like, I gotta have that.
And I agree with that too, because it's one of those things where, say that you're dating that person, and for women, he lose his job. You can't just up and dip on him.
And that's why we stand. That's a clear
stay,
example.
Ladies. Y'all listen to
why
what I'm
6
saying.
months is not long enough.
You gotta stay.
That's true.
When
That's
something
a
like
clear
that
example.
happens.
Why? Because
But what if all of that happens within 6 months?
now, if all that happens in 6 months, that's cool. That's different.
Yeah.
Then maybe it does take 6 months. But typically, that doesn't happen in the first 6 months you meet people.
Because he was working when you got with him.
Yeah.
And people
You
go
was
through
too.
stuff.
Yeah.
You
Go
was
through
too.
stuff. Yeah.
You was making 100K,
Yeah.
That is true.
So stick with him, y'all.
and then
Don't
you lost
just
yours,
up
and now
down.
you making 50, and now I'm making 100K.
Yeah. It happens. It's life.
It is.
And
So-
especially depending on his profession.
But that's
That's
grace.
experience. I got
That's-
experience with
yeah.
that.
That's just grace, though. You got to allow people grace. Now, if he just sitting on his ass playing video games after he lost his job, that's
Yeah,
different.
that's something
Get
different.
out.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what
But
I'm
I guess
talking
that's a part of knowing somebody too, getting to know them, because you should know his character enough to even feel comfortable for y'all to even be living together at that point. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? So
But it goes
I get it.
for women too, like you said, like 6 months. Because when a guy hits rock bottom too, it tells a lot about him.
yeah,
Absolutely.
Because some guys fold,
he may shut down.
some guys fold,
Yeah,
and some guys arise of the occasion, arrive above the occasion.
yeah.
And so within 6 months, do you really know if you got a guy that's going to fold on you or a guy that's going to rise to the occasion?
Yeah,
I got you.
that is true.
Well, y'all, we getting close towards the end, and I kind of want to let this be the kind of the last question, so to speak.
Okay.
So I know we are big on tradition, and we should probably break that down for the listeners. What tradition is, because tradition to us apparently is that old school love.
Yeah.
I think we all have agreed to that. Nowadays, is it okay for a woman to pay for the first date? If we're getting away from kind of tradition, is there anything wrong with a woman paying for the first date, or is she setting the standard off rip to be negative? That's a negative connotation.
No, these lights show
Or-
these bright. Nice flowers in
Thank
here.
you, thank you.
Really nice in here, you
Yes,
know?
I got the candle lit.
I want to know
nice.
what's
Really
the
nice.
answer. No, you.
But is it wrong? Because I'm gonna be honest.
From-
I don't think it's wrong.
I don't think it's wrong either.
I don't think it's wrong.
But how many women really thinking that way, though? Let's be real.
It's not a lot.
It's not a lot of people thinking that.
It's
Because
not- because if I see potential in you and I see that we can possibly go somewhere, and even if we don't, it's just it is what it is.
I'll tell you,
It's
listen,
life.
if a woman was to offer me to pay for my first date,
Say
it
it,
would
say
it
it, say
would-
it,
it
say
would
it.
wow me.
Whew!
Really?
It would wow me.
I knew he was gonna say something good.
I don't see
It-
nothing
it-
wrong
no,
with
it-
it.
I don't either.
But
If
there's
she
women
pay for
like
my first
if
date,
she ain't
we
paying-
go together.
Yeah.
But let me ask you.
Oh,
Yeah.
y'all
Right.
together?
We
That's-
go
Y'all
together.
Oh, that's
exclusive.
We
different.
go together.
We ain't together yet. I get it.
That
They
will
dating
impress
that
me
day.
so much.
That day.
But I'm saying, but is her? Are you gonna look at her different? I guess that's what I should have asked.
Absolutely not.
Are you gonna look at her different because now you feel like her standards
Like
are
this,
low because
if-
she's accepting?
No, if I had a
How was her
roster, if I
standards
had a
low if
roster,
she bought my food.
I'm just saying, some guys will be like, "Oh, that's a turnoff
no,
because she's
no,
doing that."
I don't know too many guys.
I don't know too many guys.
and I have never done this.
Anytime
before,
we
so I
have
don't
locker
know,
room
but-
talk,
okay.
we talk about it. Damn, she paid for my dinner.
I'm telling you, she my girlfriend.
Yeah,
No,
you- just try it, ladies out there.
I've done it.
If you
I've
want,
done it.
the
I've
ladies
done
out what?
it.
Yeah, you have
like
it?
breakfast. Be like, hey, you free? Let's go have breakfast.
First date?
My treat.
On the first
Yes.
First date.
If I like you,
I'm gonna go all
if
in.
I'm gonna go
First
all
date.
in,
That's
yes.
it.
And what
That's
happened?
the slash
And
part.
what happened?
Hey,
But then when
What
it don't
happened?
work
What
out,
happened?
Yeah.
I love to eat
I
too.
mean,
What happened?
So,
nothing happened.
Y'all didn't.
I mean, we
Did he
continued
become
to
your boyfriend
date.
for a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, he became your boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
All right, so it
Same
was,
thing I
Because
just said.
I'm just saying, I'm feel as though that the man shouldn't be the first one to invest. Why can't a woman
why
a
can't
woman
we switch it?
Yeah, why
And
can't
that's
a
why I
woman
keep saying
invest?
tradition.
Because here's the
People
now-
are stuck in
you're
tradition.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
Because now it's starting to go. Because we used to chase.
Yeah, but now,
Right.
now I think the
And-
guys want to be
and-
chasing.
No,
now.
no, it's not about wanting to be chased. We just want to know that we ain't getting played.
yeah.
That is true.
Y'all
So
got,
ver-
and I keep
I don't-
saying
you
y'all
ain't-
got feelings
so-
too.
so
You
versus
ain't, you ain't gotta chase me.
No,
You just gotta
show
me
interest. That's all.
This
Yeah.
guy right here,
Okay.
we can go. This is it. You just gotta show
I
me your
get
interest.
it.
Because
Yeah,
it's
I
funny
get
because
it.
I commented on a girl's Facebook post, right? And she was saying, guys these days want to be chased and said some kind of comment like guys are gay these days. And I told her, I said, it's not the fact that we want to be chased. We just want to know that y'all have interest in us.
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
So it's like it used to be we did used to chase y'all and that got us nowhere. Now it's like now the new thing is date a girl that wants you
Absolutely.
not a girl that you want.
Yes.
She will treat you
Yeah.
way better.
He's talking my
And,
language.
and that's facts. I've dated girls that wanted me, and it's a complete different outcome
Versus
of how
the
you
one I
feel
wanted.
versus the one I wanted,
Yes.
and was chasing and was leaving me on red,
Yes.
not responding, dating multiple guys, and just treat me like I'm just an option.
But how do you know that she wants you if you were the first person to say, "Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Blah blah blah. I just want to get to know you." How do you know that
She
she wants
should
you?
turn them tables. She should show interest.
Most women speak
I'm
when they
turning
like
tables,
you.
people.
Most women,
I'm turning tables.
most
She-
women speak when they like you.
She might hit me up in the morning and say, "Good morning, huh?"
Good morning, King.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
There you
So,
go.
The first time
Hey.
I got
So
the
that's
first
what
time,
I'm
Just
like,
said
okay.
King for
Hey.
the first time. I ain't never in my life said King.
and you be surprised how
So,
good that
yeah.
makes us feel.
Yeah.
We already waking up dreading. Damn, we gotta start this.
You gotta
day.
go fight the
And
world.
then here to see a girl text you "Good morning, King" or "Good morning, love" or "Good morning, sexy," "Good morning, whatever. You hit that for me first.
Yeah.
He's like, "Wait,
Oh, wait a minute, she.
oh, y'all go together."
We go together.
Go together.
That's my girl.
We go together.
So just
We go
imagine.
together.
So just imagine if you're dating two or three people. One person hits you up for a guy. Girl hits you up in the morning and say, "Hey, beautiful, hey, King, whatever you want to be called."
Mm-hmm.
The other girls don't hit you up at all until you reach them.
Guess who I'm going out with?
Guess who I'm
today?
going out with?
Look, so I mean,
get it.
I can see that. I can kind of like, as far as like, I expect
It
a
to
good
be
morning
mutual.
text.
It should be- it
But
should be
then
mutual.
I will do
It-
the
but-
good morning
but-
text, but I do expect it.
But you know what kills me is
I get it.
I feel you, but like it hurts when a man does it every morning for you, and then that one morning that we're busy, we don't hear from you at all.
I'm getting kids ready and stuff for school.
Yeah.
You might not get no good morning.
Well,
like,
we
hey.
gonna get a good afternoon.
yeah,
Or we gonna get a
might-
good night.
Yeah, no,
Until
you-
nightfall.
Let me get these kids dropped off at school and stuff first, and then I'm gonna hit you.
See, that's
But
why
I ain't gonna hit you with no good morning.
And that's why I
I'm
tell
gonna call you when I'm on my way to
And
work.
I get that too, but that's why I tell
See what I'm
women
saying?
all the time. I tell guys this too. Don't look for perfect. Look for consistency.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think you'll go further in life with consistency because people are going to fail you. It's inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
But when they consistent, you can run off that. Because
Yeah.
if that one time that they don't hit you up, it's okay.
It's okay.
Because you got the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but consistency,
Yeah.
you ain't hitting me up 5 days in a row.
But if I know
That's an issue.
But if I consistently know that if I don't text you in the morning, I don't get nothing back from you, that's a problem.
that's a red flag.
It's not a red flag, but it is. I guess you could say it's a red flag, but it makes me want like, am I really on your mind?
But even if you're the one reaching out Monday through Friday saying good morning, I don't want that. I want to be able to beat you texting me.
right, that'd be
Yeah.
and it feels good.
So good. Oh man, I guess I shouldn't ask this, but I'm gonna ask it.
Ask.
So good morning is important to y'all.
Yes, I'm
It's
words
not
of affirmation. Though you got to know your
I'm
love
a words
language.
of affirmation too. I know.
I wanna
and
hear
mine is
it.
58% words of affirmation. But
Mine is like
good
130.
morning. Good morning. Good morning is not my thing. Like,
But are you a morning person? Because you have people you train, right? Do they come at 6 in the morning or they start
I
off
don't
at
have
12
nobody I
in the
train no more in the morning because I take these kids to school.
Oh, yeah. I get
I
it.
take these kids to school.
I get it.
But no, I'm just more so of a.
You do it when you feel like it. If it's on your mind, you do it.
You can. He probably could understand what I'm about to say.
Okay.
You could be on my mind and I still not contact you.
That's deep.
Like,
I don't like
You
it.
can be on my mind and I really, legitimately still not contact you.
That's deep.
And in
Dion.
my mind, I might have had every intention, but I also got these things. Like he said, we going. What you said, we going to fight the world. So I have other obligations and other responsibilities. But I promise you, you was on my mind.
But
but
why
I
can't we
just
feel
didn't-
that?
You're gonna feel it when I contact you.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be quick, but it's just not gonna be soon as I get up out the bed. First and foremost, let me tell you my day. When I get up out the bed, the first thing I don't grab my phone. I'm giving praise to God. I'm
Yeah.
doing my
I
own
get
thing. My mind. I need to have a fresh mind
I got you.
so I can start my day.
Okay.
So I'm not looking at Instagram, Facebook, and that's not the first thing I do when I pop up in the morning. So then once I do pop up in the morning, kids here, get them ready, get them situated. It's time to be daddy. When I take daddy hat off, it's time to go to entrepreneur, straight to it. So no, mornings is probably not my best thing, but I promise you the minute I get some downtime, I'm going to call you. I ain't going to send you no good morning. I'm going to call you. Whether you at work, whether you at home, I'm going to call you. You're going to hear my voice. and I'm gonna let you know that you was on my mind. But you cannot go with the expectation of I gotta have a good morning. But the man is really being consistent because he's contacting you every day.
Yeah.
If he missed a day, I think it's still okay because life is
You
life.
said a day.
But I'm serious. If he missed a day, I really
So what
think it's
happens if
okay.
they miss 2 or 3 days?
Ooh,
I think
we got a
you got to
problem.
communicate that with me because
Yeah.
life is
Why did
really
you miss
life
it?
out here.
But at the same time, you should be absorbing your man to understand. Like, I know he's a busy person.
What if he did miss? Why didn't you hit him?
No,
And
you
say,
are.
hey,
You should be.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that's
you
what I'm
should
getting to.
be.
Because like, when you get to know somebody, you supposed to observe how their lifestyle is too.
Yes.
Right.
You supposed to know. Like, men, we're the easiest to read. We have set clocks.
Yes.
At certain times, if you're
Absolutely.
dealing with a real man, at
Yes.
4 o'clock every day, he's
You
at a
know
certain
exactly
point.
where
You know
he at.
exactly where he's at.
Yes, sir.
Just like me.
Yes, sir.
You can have any of my friends that's known me. At 6 o'clock,
Y'all
what am
have
I
a
doing?
pattern.
Right.
Y'all definitely
At
have a
6
pattern.
o'clock,
We
they
all
know
Once that
I'm at the
pattern
gym.
is broken or look a certain way, that's why I think women, that's a whole other subject, and we'll talk about that another day. But when y'all do have patterns, y'all have routines that y'all do.
Yes.
And it's the same with some women. If I sit my lotion right here on the island, when I come back home, I'm looking for that lotion to be right there on that island. I don't want to look around the whole house to find that lotion.
Exactly.
I'm in the house
So,
by
I get it.
9:30 every night.
I get it.
That's
I'm
good.
I'm in the house by 9:30 every night. If I'm not in the house by 9:30 every night, shoot, even my mama gonna call me and be like, "Hey, you ain't at home yet?"
You good? Yeah.
She got
Like-
your location?
Stop playing. Say, stop
He
playing.
don't give locations,
Nobody.
ladies.
Nobody.
I don't want the location. If I
Look.
feel like if I gotta hound you like that, I don't want to be with you. I gotta get out of there. I don't want it.
I've yet
But
to
what
ever
if-
send nobody
I
my
don't
location.
want it.
Say, man, if y'all sitting
I
at
ain't
y'all,
even asking.
People,
But you should
stop
know
doing
me.
it.
But you should know me about that. I feel like
You
I
should.
shouldn't have to send you my location. You should know
A
me.
man
But
is
that's
a-
an insecurity.
if a
because
man is a
I
man
don't
of
want it.
patterns, you don't need a location.
You know where
You
he's at.
don't. I agree.
My schedule never changes, never wavers. Drop kids off, go to the gym, go work out, leave the gym, go home, go take a shower, go pick up the kids up from school, go get them something to eat, go back to the gym, train, and I'm back at home. Like my pattern never changes.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
I
if you
agree.
with me,
Verbatim.
if you with me, you know that.
Yeah.
Right. If you was paying, if you really like me, and you was paying attention,
Yeah.
because that's the part that's the biggest. Because when somebody likes you, they pay attention to you,
I agree.
That is true.
and so you would know, like, okay, it's 6 o'clock. Oh, he at the gym right now.
Yep.
I ain't. He hasn't called me.
I ain't
'cause
gonna bother
I
him.
ain't bothered because I know he's working
That's
out right
right.
now. He's in the middle of a set. Versus,
And I've learned that too these last few months. And I know I've talked to y'all about it, but I've learned that too. Like now, I don't even want to send you a serious message because I know you're not gonna be able to respond back the way
And it
I
might
would
take his
want to
morale
respond
down,
back.
depending on what he's doing.
Yeah, and
You
so
gotta
I don't
think
want to
about that.
ask you a serious question. I'd rather just wait till we got more time.
Right.
Then I'll ask because I know you're gonna give me your undivided attention.
Say it face to
But
face.
yeah, or face to face. But I've had to learn that because things have changed. Times have changed.
But I will say this: a real man, when he sees and understands that his woman maybe is not used to the way he operates, his job is to teach her.
That's very true.
His job is
It's
not.
only fair.
His job is to teach her. If he wants her and he's interested in her and he wants her to be around, his job is to teach her his patterns.
I agree.
So
I
she
agree
can have an
100%.
understanding. Because if not, she's going to continue to keep doing
Assuming
the
and
same things
wondering,
that she's
yeah.
been doing
Yeah.
just throughout her life.
Yeah.
But so you just stop and you just say, hey, babe, no, this is not how we can't do it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try it this way because I work better this way.
And that puts the woman right back in her feminine.
And she doesn't want to get out of it.
She don't.
Men don't get that either because they not. Some men are just so focused on themselves to where when they have a partner, they forget that they have a partner.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So the reality of it is that when you have a partner, you have to consider their thought process.
You have to.
Women are emotional thinkers.
Yes.
I believe that.
So
100%. Yeah.
So when
100%.
if she's an emotional thinker, as the man, it's your job to try to control her emotions.
Because
when
y'all are
she's in
more
there.
reality.
Yes.
Like
logic, facts.
We're
more
logic.
logical, more yeah.
Facts.
This is what it is. It's black, white, no gray. Period.
Yeah.
And for us, we're thinking 10 other things on top
Right,
of
'cause
that one
I've
thing.
had- I've had
On
girls
that
complain
one
to me,
thing, just
well,
that
I
one
feel I can't stand that word. I feel like you don't. You feel, but it's at the facts.
Yeah.
That's
It's
not
at the
fact.
reality.
But it's our expectation that we haven't told you guys
Exactly.
about, and then and when it's not, that's why I always say too. when we have these expectations and y'all have no clue of what them expectations look like for us, when y'all don't do it, then it looks like it's wrong. But it's not the reality.
It's not the reality.
But it looks like it's wrong because in our head, we already got of how it should look and what it should be, but he's not every guy.
Every guy's different. Every
guy's
woman is
different.
different.
Every woman
but
is
you gotta, men gotta teach.
Well, yeah, y'all, we're going to end this session. Thank y'all so much for being a part of episode 1 of Venting Out Loud. I was so excited that I didn't even get to tell y'all the icebreaker. So, the icebreaker.
What's the icebreaker?
Real quick. So, I always said I want to start my podcast off with an icebreaker. It has nothing to do. Y'all know I'm weird anyway. But I always wanted to start it off doing something crazy. And so, my question to y'all was, now that we done laughed and giggled the whole hour and a half, if y'all had to choose between tater tots and French fries to eat for the rest of y'all's life, which one would you choose and why? And for me, I said tater tots because I like crunchy. Like, I like the crunch of it. Like, I can go to Waffle House, but I won't eat, like, their hash browns because it's strings. I hate McDonald's, but I can do a McDonald's hash brown because it's crunchy.
I would do tater tots as well.
You would do tater tots?
Yeah.
I know it's weird, y'all.
You could probably, like... So that's
I don't want no
only thing?
ketchup. No, you can eat it with whatever, but
Right. So you could do a lot of things with tater tots. Like you can make, what is it, like tater tot casserole. You can make hash. I mean, you can do so much. No, you can't.
You can't do that kind of stuff with fries. And fries, they just when they get soggy, it's just
they don't
I
taste
was wondering,
good warmed up.
do these plants need to be watered?
Just answer the question because I'm curious. This is what I was supposed to ask y'all at the beginning because I know y'all was gonna be like, Nikki, where do you come up with this stuff at? But
I'm going French fries all day long.
Me too.
French fries?
French fries.
Crinkle cut too.
With ketchup? I can't do the ketchup.
Ranch
like
and mustard mix.
on the French fries?
Ketchup. I mean, ketchup and mustard. No, ketchup and mayonnaise mix or ranch.
Interesting. Like, yeah, tater tots all day.
Tater tots.
But anyway, that's episode 1. That's episode 1. I know that you guys are entrepreneurs. Y'all want to let the viewers know how they can reach you guys? Not so much like hooking up. Y'all don't be trying to hook up with my friends, my brothers. But, I mean, if y'all do, that's on y'all. I don't know if they single or not. But anyway, do y'all have any Instagram, social media that y'all want to let the followers know so that they can get training?
I got to do better at that. But if they want to reach out to you, I do sell insurance.
Okay.
All forms of insurance except for health.
Okay.
And as well as I do sell cars.
Okay.
So
And how can they reach you?
They can reach me 972-816.
Oh, he putting the phone number out.
Hit me up for business.
Text him first.
He must got 2 phones. Because ain't no way. Oh,
How can they reach you, Dion, if they want to get
They
training?
can reach me at Facebook, Dion Fuller, Instagram, The Incredible Beast, Instagram, Incredible Fitness. Come get your body right. I got you.
All right, Frankie, I know you. Okay. And
I'm
y'all-
like Dion. I'm private.
Yeah,
I'm good.
y'all already know how to reach me if y'all need anything. But yeah, thank y'all again so much for
Absolutely.
helping me get episode 1 aired out. And that's Venting Out Loud. Good night, guys.
I appreciate it.